Hi and welcome to Ask the Archivist. I'm Simon Murgatroyd and here to answer your questions about Alan Ayckbourn and his work. Today's question is, has Alan Ayckbourn ever written for television or film? Well, here's an interesting fact. Alan has always been a huge fan of films. He spent far more time in his youth in cinemas than at theatres, and he has frequently noted that his plays often use the language of film but adapted for the stage. Despite this, he has remained completely committed to theatre, and whilst many of his plays have been adapted for the screen, he has had essentially next to no involvement in them. His only produced screenplay is Service Not Included, which was commissioned by the BBC in 1974. He was approached by the director Herbert Wise to write for Masquerade, a drama series consisting of original short plays with the shared remit of a masked fancy dress party taking place in a large 19th century house. Wise was an acclaimed director whose work include classics such as I, Claudius, Tales from the Unexpected and the TV version of the play The Woman in Black. He also directed the first Ayckbourn television adaptation with Relatively Speaking for the BBC in 1969 and would later direct The Norman Conquests for Thames in 1977. Service Not Included is a half-hour play which takes a waiter's eye view of an end-of-conference party at a hotel. There's no plot as such, just the waiter moving in and out of conversations. It is most notable as the obvious inspiration for his short play Between Mouthfuls, which he wrote later the same year for his 1974 work Confusions. Service Not Included was filmed during March 1974 at the Beresford Hotel in Ascot and was broadcast on 20th of May 1974 on BBC Two. It has never been repeated nor made available commercially on any platform. It is the only produced screenplay Alan has written. During the early 1970s, he did write a screenplay for Relatively Speaking for the producer Clive Donner, but this was never produced and Alan wasn't happy with it, saying it merely inflated it without adding anything to it. Original manuscripts of this are held in the Ayckbourn archive at the Borthwick Institute for Archives, as well as in several private collections. Whilst there have been numerous screen adaptations of his work, Alan has neither adapted nor been involved in them, with the exception of the musical By Jeeves and very obscure BBC recordings of his reviews Men on Women on Men and Deadly Virtues. It's also worth noting that he hasn't written any work specifically for the radio either, despite the fact he worked as a radio drama producer for the BBC for 5 years. His only work to debut as an audio play, Anno Domino during the lockdown of 2020, was actually an existing unproduced stage play which he made minor adjustments to. So, whilst many of Alan's contemporaries such as Alan Bennett, David Hare, Tom Stoppard, Alan Plater and others have written screenplays, often to enormous success, Alan has stayed resolutely committed to theatre. He prefers to watch rather than write films, and to write and direct solely for the theatre. That's it for this Ask the Archivist. Don't forget, if you have a question about the playwright or his work, you can email me at inquiries@alanayckbourn.net or just add it to the comments section below. Thanks for watching and see you soon.